Welcome to Books for Success. Today, we're delving into the wisdom within Tapping by Donna Eden and David Feinstein. Tapping explores the practice of emotional freedom techniques which combine elements of cognitive therapy with acupressure to promote physical and emotional healing. It explains how tapping on specific meridian points while focusing on emotional issues can help alleviate stress, anxiety, and other psychological challenges. Before we begin, subscribe and ring the bell for notifications if you want to keep receiving the knowledge of book summaries about health, wealth, love, psychology, and much more. Don't be shy about dropping your book suggestions for us to summarize. Also, you can use this video as an audiobook summary. Let's grow and succeed together. What's in it for me? Discover the healing power of tapping. Donna Eden and David Feinstein, Tapping, Self-Healing with the Transformative Power of Energy Psychology. Imagine waking up to the terrifying sound of a fire officer ordering you to evacuate as a wildfire approaches your home. In the aftermath of such a traumatic event, you might find yourself struggling with sleepless nights, guilt, and overwhelming worry. But what if there was a way to reprogram your brain's response to such experiences, allowing you to process the trauma without being consumed by it? Here, you'll discover the transformative power of energy psychology, specifically through the practice of tapping. This innovative approach combines modern therapeutic methods with ancient healing practices to create a powerful tool for personal growth and emotional healing. You'll learn how tapping on specific acupuncture points while focusing on your thoughts and feelings can help you overcome fears, reduce anger, and navigate life's challenges with ease. Chapter 1: What is tapping? Rewiring your brain and emotions by simply tapping on specific points of your body sounds like the stuff of science fiction. But actually, it's not. It's the foundation of energy psychology, a revolutionary field that marries traditional psychotherapy with techniques that harness your body's innate energies. Energy psychology is rooted in the understanding that your body is an intricate electromagnetic system. Every cell in your body functions as a miniature battery. Your nervous system uses electrical signals to control everything from breathing to higher-order thinking. This electrical nature of your body isn't just theoretical. It's the basis for modern medical diagnostics like MRIs, EKGs, and EEGs, which measure various electromagnetic activities within your body. The practice of tapping on acupuncture points, a cornerstone of energy psychology, draws from ancient Chinese medicine. According to this tradition, there are at least 361 acupuncture points distributed along 14 major energy pathways or meridians in your body. By stimulating these points through tapping, practitioners believe they can generate electrical charges that travel along the body's connective tissue to influence various physical and emotional states. Why do this? Well, one of the main goals of energy psychology is to transform your guiding model, the internal framework that shapes your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. These models are often formed unconsciously based on your temperament, culture, and life experiences. By tapping on acupuncture points while focusing attention on specific issues or memories, you can update your guiding models to align better with your current needs and aspirations. Take for example a manager named Paul, whose story is hypothetical but based on a real case. Paul uses tapping to address his growing anxiety about work meetings. Through the process, he uncovers a hidden fear stemming from a past job experience where he was passed over for promotion. By tapping while focusing on this memory and his current work situation, Paul is able to transform his perspective on a high-performing team member he'd unconsciously perceived as a threat. At its heart, energy psychology offers a unique approach to alleviating fears, reducing stress, and enhancing overall well-being through a combination of physical stimulation and focused mental attention. Although tapping can be a potent self-help tool, it's important to note that it isn't a replacement for therapy, especially for serious mental health issues or addictions. Chapter 2: Trying out tapping. Tap, breathe, and feel better. Can it really be that simple? Actually, yes, it can. In the following exercises, we'll introduce you to the tapping points. Traditional energy psychology protocols involve tapping on 7 to 12 acupuncture points while focusing on a specific issue or repeating certain phrases. According to traditional Chinese medicine, each point corresponds to different emotional and physical benefits. For instance, tapping on the top of your head is said to help counter frustration and depression, while tapping on the side of your eye improves clarity and decision-making. This first exercise is designed to help your breathing become freer and clearer. Let's try it now. Start by taking 3 slow, deep breaths, expanding your lungs as much as possible without strain. On the third breath, rate your breathing depth as a percentage of your maximum capacity. Most people fall between 30% and 90%. Next, tap on each of the 12 points while saying, "Even though it's possible to breathe more fully, I accept myself just as I am." The 12 points are the top of your head, inside of your eyebrows, the side of your eyes, under your nose, under your lip, your collarbone, the center of your chest, the side of your chest, outside of your legs, the side of your hand, and the back of your hand. Tap firmly but gently, about 3 times per second, for the duration of each phrase. After completing the sequence, take another deep breath and re-rate your breathing capacity. Many people report a noticeable improvement after just 1 or 2 rounds of tapping. This simple exercise offers a taste of energy psychology's potential to influence your physical and emotional states. While the scientific understanding of the technique is still evolving, many practitioners and users report significant benefits from regular practice. Chapter 3: The Basic Tapping Protocol. Imagine you're about to step onto a stage. Your heart is racing, your palms sweaty, but instead of panicking, you tap a few points on your body. Suddenly, you're calm and collected. Welcome to the world of tapping. The basic tapping protocol is a straightforward yet effective method for addressing elusive goals, excessive emotional reactions, and long-standing patterns resistant to change. It's designed to help you recognize and update guiding models that no longer serve you. It consists of 12 steps organized into 4 phases: preparation, the tapping cycle, adjusting the protocol, and testing your results. To prepare, first, choose your initial focus. This could be an uncomfortable memory, a current challenge, or a long-standing problem. Next, rate your discomfort about it on a scale of 0 to 10, with 10 being the highest level of distress. Third, create a reminder phrase, a short description of your issue, like the school play or forgot my lines. Finally, formulate an acceptance statement that combines your reminder phrase with a self-acceptance affirmation. For example, even though I forgot my lines during the school play, I deeply and completely accept myself. Now that you're prepared, it's time to begin the tapping cycle. First, identify your neurolymphatic reflex points, which are located near where your arms attach to your chest. These points often accumulate excess energy and may feel sore when pressed. Rub these spots firmly with your fingers, but not so hard that it causes bruising. This action helps to release congested energy and revitalize your system. Next, say the first part of your acceptance statement out loud while rubbing the sore spots. Then, place your hands over your heart and state the positive part of your acceptance statement. In our example, this would be, I deeply and completely accept myself. Repeat this process until you've said your acceptance statement 3 times while massaging any chest sore spots or clapping the sides of your hands together. Now you're ready to begin the actual tapping. Tap on each of the 12 acupoints while saying your reminder phrase. As a reminder, the 12 points are the top of the head, inside of the eyebrows, side of the eyes, under the nose, under the lip, collarbone, center of the chest, side of the chest, outside of the legs, side of the hand, and back of the hand. Tap firmly but gently on each point while repeating your reminder phrase out loud. Ensure you tap each point for the duration it takes to say the phrase once deliberately. After your first round of tapping, it's time to move on to the integration procedure. This is a sequence of physical activities designed to balance your brain's energies. Doing it in the middle of a tapping session helps update and reintegrate the thoughts and feelings evoked by the reminder phase. The last acupuncture point you tapped during the first tapping sequence should have been on the back of your hand, on the valley leading to the V where your ring finger and little finger meet. Continue tapping on this area at a rate of about 3 beats per second. Switch hands as often as you like. Then close your eyes, open them, look down to the right, then to the left, and circle your eyes in both directions. Hum a few bars of a familiar song, such as Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and count slowly from 1 to 5. Then hum again. Don't forget to keep tapping on the valley on the back of your hand. This sequence ends with the eye sweep. Look down, slowly move your eyes across the floor, up the wall, and to the ceiling while sending the energy of the issue out of your eyes. After the integration procedure, conduct a second round of tapping. This round is identical to the first. Tap on the 12 acupoints while stating your reminder phrase at each point. This repetition helps reinforce the changes you're working toward. Finally, reassess your rating of the distress associated with the memory you're working on. Simply bring to mind the specific scene or issue you focused on and gauge the level of distress it now triggers. If your rating hasn't dropped to 0, you may need to adjust your approach by refining your acceptance statement or addressing specific aspects of the issue. We'll go over this process next. Chapter 4: Modifying the Protocol. Imagine unlocking the ability to calm your mind and heal emotional wounds with just a few taps on your body. This is precisely what the tapping cycle aims to achieve. While the basic protocol is effective for many, some issues require a more tailored approach, which brings us to adjusting the protocol. First, you might try modifying your acceptance statement. This statement bridges your unconscious and conscious mind, helping bring deeply embedded patterns into awareness. Initially, your acceptance statement might have been something like, "Even though I forgot my lines during the school play, I deeply and completely accept myself." If your distress level has decreased, but not entirely, you could tweak it by adding the words "still" and "some" to acknowledge lingering feelings. If possible, also incorporate the name of the specific emotion that's embedded in your memory. For example, "Even though I still have some shame about forgetting my lines, I deeply and completely accept myself." Naming the emotion, like shame or terror, helps pinpoint what you're truly feeling. Repeat this revised statement while carrying out the tapping protocol as usual. Next, you could go beyond your reminder phrase by delving into the specific aspects of your issue, which might include beliefs, images, sensations, values, intentions, and so on. For example, say the issue you're trying to address is difficulty in managing your finances. Tapping on it might bring up a series of childhood memories that bring up great shame around money. Exploring these memories might lead you to discover an underlying core belief, such as, "I don't deserve to have much money." This belief, formed from past experiences, can shape many life decisions. By tapping on the associated emotions, like disappointment or guilt, you start unraveling the beliefs. As each layer of emotion is addressed, the old limiting model begins to dissolve. Additionally, you might have some unrecognized internal objections, in other words, unconscious resistances hindering your progress. These objections could include feelings that it's not safe to resolve an issue or beliefs that you don't deserve to overcome it. Identify these objections by asking yourself questions like, "Do I really want to resolve this issue? Or do I believe it's possible to resolve this problem fully?" If you find such a belief, you could modify your acceptance statement to something like, "Even though part of me believes I don't want to resolve this issue, I accept myself." Remember, there's no set order for addressing these aspects. Focus on whatever feels most prominent. Whether it's a physical sensation or a memory, tapping on the most concrete aspect can lead to significant progress. This makes perfect, so keep tapping and refining your technique for the best results. Chapter 5: Applying the Tapping Protocol. The tapping technique has shown remarkable efficacy in addressing various forms of psychological distress, including worry, but also anxiety, depression, and PTSD. While tapping can be used for many issues and concerns, here we'll just focus on the particularly common issue of worry. Worry is a universal human experience rooted in our evolutionary past. Excessive worry can progress from a useful focusing of attention to rumination about potential problems or obsession over things beyond our control. This mental state often stems from overestimating the likelihood of negative outcomes or jumping to worst-case scenarios. Fortunately, tapping can help. By tapping on specific acupuncture points while focusing on the worry, you can send deactivating signals to your brain's fear centers, reducing the emotional intensity of your concerns. To begin using the tapping technique for worry, start by identifying a specific concern that's troubling you. Rate its intensity on a scale of 0 to 10, with 10 being the most intense. Next, create a short reminder phrase that encapsulates your worry, such as fear of failure or health concerns. Then formulate an acceptance statement that acknowledges your worry while accepting yourself. For example, even though I'm worried about failing this exam, I deeply and completely accept myself. This statement helps to create a sense of self-compassion and reduces internal conflict. The tapping process begins by massaging the chest's sore points while saying the first part of your acceptance statement, then placing your hands over your heart as you say the second part. Repeat this 3 times. Next, tap through a series of acupuncture points on your face and body while repeating your reminder phrase at each point. These points include the top of the head, eyebrow, side of the eye, under the nose, chin, collarbone, and under the arm. After completing a round of tapping, reassess your worry. If the intensity has decreased, great. If not, continue with more rounds, adjusting your focus or wording as needed. Sometimes, you might encounter a psychological reversal, a subconscious belief that conflicts with your conscious desire to feel better. For instance, you might worry that if you stop worrying, you'll be unprepared for potential problems. If you suspect this is happening, try tapping while acknowledging this internal conflict and affirming your choice to move forward. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate all worry, as some level of concern can be healthy and motivating. Instead, aim to reduce your worry to a manageable level, where it no longer interferes with your daily life and well-being. With practice, you'll likely find that tapping becomes an effective tool for quickly addressing and releasing anxious thoughts as they arise, allowing you to approach life's challenges with greater calm and confidence. Final words. In this summary, you've learned that tapping is a powerful tool that combines modern therapeutic methods with ancient healing practices to help process trauma and emotional distress. By tapping on specific acupuncture points while focusing on particular issues or memories, you can reprogram your brain's response to fears, reduce stress, and promote overall well-being. The method involves creating acceptance statements and adjusting them as necessary, addressing core beliefs and internal objections, and practicing regularly to achieve the best results. Thanks for being part of our insightful voyage. If our summary piqued your interest, we encourage you to dive into the complete book for a deeper understanding. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more content if you're new here, and share it with others who might find it valuable. Keep on reading, discovering, and advancing until our next adventure.